Optimizing the illusion. Why the body can't create. Ever notice how the ego keeps selling upgrades for a device that was never real? It says optimize your health, your purity, your performance. Get the body drug-free, porn-free, sin-free, then you'll finally be holy. But what's really happening is optimization for an illusion. The mind has confused making with creating. A Course in Miracles says the body cannot create, and the belief that it can produces all physical symptoms. Creation extends forever, making begins and ends. Creation shares the changelessness of its source, making deteriorates and demands maintenance. The ego keeps you polishing decay, sanding, repainting, fasting, detoxing, trying to glorify dust. The video that calls sexual temptation a spiritual attack is the same game. It turns the neutral projection called the body into a war zone. It calls pleasure a demon and restraint salvation. But both are sides of the same false coin. Both assume the body is the battleground of God. And the Course asks simply, is he a body, and did he create you as he is not? If God is not a body, how could your holiness depend on one? Desire isn't evil, and neither is restraint. Both are echoes, distortions of the one true desire, the call to remember God. The Course teaches only the mind can create because spirit has already been created, and the body is a learning device for the mind. So when the mind forgets its power, it projects its creative impulse onto flesh and calls it passion. The fire of remembrance gets mistaken for lust. And when it burns, religion rushes in with buckets of guilt instead of water of understanding. That's why every spiritual attack feels so personal. Not because demons are studying your lineage, but because guilt always speaks in your own voice. The enemy that knows your patterns is the part of your mind that made them. The devil isn't external surveillance, it's internal confusion. It whispers that purity is earned by suppression, that holiness requires tension. But the Course says, no body can contain my spirit, nor impose on me a limitation God created not. Freedom isn't controlling the body, it's ceasing to identify with it. Imagine an artist who mistakes his canvas for himself. He sees a dark smudge and panics, scrubs harder, tears the cloth, starts again, not realizing he was never the painting. That's the ego's relationship with temptation. It keeps cleaning what was never dirty. When the preacher in the video says, your purity is a spiritual signal, when you're pure you hear God faster, the ego applauds. It loves linear progress, climb this ladder, deny this desire, unlock this kingdom. But in truth, communication with God is instantaneous. It doesn't speed up when you starve or slow down when you eat. It's not a frequency, it's your natural state. All guilt really does is distort perception, like static on a radio that was never broadcasting anything but love. You can spend a lifetime adjusting the antenna of behavior and never realize the signal was never outside you. Here's the holy flip. What if lust wasn't an enemy, but a mirror showing where love was misdirected? What if temptation was simply the wish to remember the body as home, and the spirit saying, you were never here? The Course says, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. That's not moral advice. It's ontology. It means the battle was over before it began, because the battlefield was imagined. So the next time the ego tries to sell you a purity upgrade, remember, you can't optimize what was never real. The body doesn't sin and it doesn't save. It doesn't create or destroy. It just reflects what the mind believes. Real creation isn't an act. It's a state. It's the sun shining without effort, the ocean giving without depletion. You don't have to fight your impulses. You only have to see through them. Because once illusion is seen as illusion, it stops needing discipline. The Course ends the debate in a single breath. Love knows no bodies and reaches to everything created like itself. That's it. Love doesn't need optimization. It doesn't wage holy war on hormones. It simply extends untouched, unlimited, and forever itself. And when that truth dawns, the search for purity ends, not in victory, but in remembering there was never a war.